Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Dangerous Misinformation, aka the Lord Petty Podcast. If this is your first time tuning in, welcome. Greeting you with open, pasty arms. Appreciate you being here. 1 second. Had to cough up some coffee. Is that why they call it coffee? Coffee? Like the first person ever drank it was just like, because I took a big swig right before I started this. Right before you were hearing that banger of an intro. Shout out to Lumas for making that, by the way. Back in the day, yes, this is the only podcast in the world where we love everybody. We make fun of everything. Coming to you for right now. The schedule for right now is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I tried to do Monday through Thursday. Actually, at first I did Monday through Friday, but I quickly just ran out of steam. You wouldn't think sitting here and talking to yourself like a fucking madman would require that much energy and effort, but guess what? It does. It eats at your soul, especially as a German perfectionist. I want everything. I just want everything to be good, dude. I want everything to, I don't want to just have a basic, boring ass, dumb podcast where I just regurgitate all the other shit that everybody else is talking about. Okay. I try to just come with original thoughts. I try to do like how Lil Wayne only listens to his own music. I try to just avoid all the other shit out there. So everything I come with to yous is original thoughts from moi, and hopefully can add some. Because like I'm not trying to tell you what to do, how to live your life. I'm not trying to have like major influence over you. I'm just trying to inspire your own thoughts. That's my whole goal. I mean, if you listen to like, well, I guess you could listen to my book. It's on Audible and shit like that. But if you read my book, if you listen to it, whatever, I talk about that in the intro about how the whole point of everything I'm doing is just to get you thinking more. You know what I mean? Because that's what's helped me. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. But yeah, so I just try to avoid just being a basic bitch ass podcast person that feeds off outrage porn, even though, you know, I go down those rabbit holes for sure. Obviously, you know, it's not about the guy getting butt fucked in the Senate, but that's just funny. Like if I don't think it's funny, I'm probably not going to talk about it, you know. I want to help people and I want to make people laugh. At the end of the day, everything I'm talking about, that's why it always blows my mind when people accuse me of grifting and be like, oh, you're saying these things to chase clout. You think if I was chasing clout, I would say some more popular shit, right? You think I would say things that are just universally accepted if I was trying to grift and just get clout, you know? But it's always these people, you know, these fucking troglodytes that accuse me of that. So it doesn't really bother me. One thing I want to get into, okay? I hear, you know, I think with the male sexual frustration, women get a lot of trashing that they don't deserve. A lot of guys, there's some weird statistic about how Gen Z guys just aren't even dating anymore. And I think that goes two ways. It's always two ways. It's always interesting to see where to blame the fingers, because some people will argue, well, modern women aren't worth dating. And then the women will say, well, we don't want to make it easy for these fucking guys, which both are kind of right. So, I just know in my case, you know, we throw terms. It's always funny if you see a picture of a bunch of beautiful girls in the picture, you'll see guys in the comments going, oh, they all look alike. Yes, they're all attractive. Okay. Like you'll just see a bunch of just beautiful blonde girls, right? Just all like, hide, you know, they all like, somehow they hide the features that they don't like about themselves with each other in the picture. You know, if you look at enough pictures of a girl, this is kind of fucked up, but if you look at enough pictures, you know what she's insecure about because she's always hiding that feature. But so you'll see a picture of all these just like, which by the way, it's typically nothing she has to be insecure about. But so you see a picture of all these just beautiful girls and the guys be in the comments, be like, oh, they all look alike, fucking basic. They complain about the feminazis, but then they talk about, oh, all these basic bitches. You know what? Give me a basic bitch. I love basic bitches. I want a basic ass girl. I don't want some fucking, I don't know. I like basic. Like what is basic? Normal? Give me a Taylor Swift listening fucking, I don't know, whatever, you know? Like I don't want to date a dude. I don't want a dude that's going to be like, "Oh, let me get the sticks. Let me play Battlefield." No, like go do your girl shit. Go watch fucking Love Island or whatever the hell chicks watch. I don't know. I've been single too long. I'm becoming feral at this point. After you fuck enough people's girlfriends for a while, like when you've been single and you see all the infidelity going on, and when you've been a part of infidelity yourself, like on the receiving end of it, you just kind of get turned off from the idea. You see these people, you're like, oh man, I've been that guy. I've been that fucking dweeb, and I don't ever want to be that dweeb again, which it doesn't even take being a dweeb. It's just sometimes people conceal their intentions, and they do things that they don't think, maybe they do think it's going to hurt you, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? We all out here collecting battle scars in one way or another, but yeah, give me the basic bitch. I don't want some, oh, I'm super unique, I'm not like other girls. No, fuck that. Give me the basic. It's kind of like, everybody has their own personality, right? But when somebody tries so hard to be different and special and unique, we all fit into some sort of category, whether we like it or not. So you might as well just be whoever you are, then fall into that category and find like-minded people and just be that person. Be that character in other people's lives, dude. We're all a stereotype in some sort of way, right? So when it's like, oh, I'm not like other girls. Yes, you are. And that's good, because I'm like other guys. Of course, I have my own special traits. But yeah, the nice thing about living in San Antonio, though, is there are no women. There are no women out here, so there's nothing to keep me distracted. I just fucking work and work and work and work. Where when I was living in Austin or, like in Seattle, I was just constantly distracted by all the fucking baddies. You would think there'd be flocks of Latinas here in San Antonio, but maybe I'm just not. I haven't, but yeah, I'm just not into it. I'm just not. I'm just not focused on it, I guess. Anyways, bro, I do think so. I was thinking about this the other day. I don't know what sparked the thought. Well, it's a thought I've been having for a long time, but at the core of it, when people talk about the concept of slut-shaming, right? Like women, the feminist type women will say, oh, well, it's very misogynistic to slut-shame. And to me, I think it's the exact opposite, because I can speak for most guys when I say I'll just speak for myself at this point. If I have a girlfriend, I don't care if she's kissing other girls, or like if she, if I find out that my wife was a former lesbian and she's been with 100 women, I'm like, I don't care, whatever, But if I find out she's been with 100 guys, I'm gonna be like, ooh. And the reason for that is because I don't like dudes. So the dudes taint it. So I love women so much that I don't care how many women have intermingled with each other. So the slut shaming, in all honesty, it's not misogynistic. If anything, it's homophobic. Because the thought of like some other guy, because I don't want to be in any way intimately connected to another guy. So if the woman that I'm being intimate with has been just with a ton of dudes and thrown her body around, I don't like to think of the trace of other males. You know what I mean? It has nothing to do with me thinking any less of the woman herself, or like questioning, it has nothing to do with shitting on women. It's just, I don't want to be that. I'm not going to take a woman with a bunch of bodies because I don't want to, it grosses me out thinking about the other dudes. So it has nothing to do with misogyny, dude. I don't like dudes. All right, let's pivot. Let's pivot because we've been talking about human dynamics. Let's get into some real retard dynamics here. All right, so I saw this video the other day. It is the Mayor Brandon Johnson talking about Texas sending illegals to sanctuary cities. And the irony in this is crazy because he blames Greg Abbott for sending illegals to Chicago instead of blaming the federal government for banning Texas. Just let's just watch the video really quick. It's only 48 seconds long, okay?
The issue is not just how we respond in the city of Chicago, it's the fact that we have a governor, an elected official in the state of Texas that is placing families on buses without shoes, cold, wet, tired, hungry, afraid, traumatized, and then they come to the city of Chicago where we have homelessness, we have mental health clinics that have been shut down and closed. You have people who are seeking employment.
Okay, so how's that any different in Texas? Why should Texas have to deal with it? Texas is saying, no, we want to close our border, but then the federal government, the fucking liberals, they inspire these poor people to put their lives in jeopardy to come here because they think they're going to be promised a bunch of shit because Biden makes it appear that way. Then they come here, we don't have our own shit together. You know what I mean? You got to clean your own house before you can help everybody else out. We have so many homeless people and all this shit, and we're just opening up the borders and people flood in. We don't know what to do with them. So then Texas is finally like, okay, we're at capacity, bro. So then they're sending them to the cities that support these policies, then they don't want to deal with it. It's like when you see these, I've seen videos where they go up to people with clipboards, talk about, oh, are you pro-immigration? They're like, yeah, well, of course I'm pro-immigration. But okay, cool. Well, how many immigrants would you like to house? When they say, oh, are you for paying for people's student loans off? They'd be like, yes, of course, the government should pay for it. Be like, okay, well, how much more taxes would you like to pay? And then nobody signs them. That's what this video is just so it's so just short-sighted. And I don't get how somebody like this gets into any sort of political power. Like it's fucking scary. Because I mean, how can you possibly be this stupid and be an elected official? And it makes you really question like who votes these people in. And then it's like there's just zero accountability. It's like your policies are creating the problem in the long run. But it's like these people that are like 50 years old and still like mad at their parents. It's like figure your shit out and fucking victims, dude.
The governor of Texas needs to take a look in the mirror of the...
Oh, the governor, maybe you need to take a look in the mirror and be like, I support a federal government and an ideology that's allowing people to come here in the first place. Where does the problem start? You know what I mean? It's like if I just leave the bathtub running, right? And all of a sudden I flood the house. And I never turn the sink off, but I keep just shoveling buckets out the water. And then I'm complaining like, oh, well, I need a bigger bucket. This bucket is too small. This bucket sucks. Instead of going and turning the water off, I'm like mad at the person who gave me a bucket that's too small instead of going and turning my own water off. That's basically what they're doing.
Chaos that he is causing for this country. This is not just a Chicago dynamic. He is attacking our country.
He is attacking? Okay. Think about what a fucking idiot. So Greg Abbott is attacking the country because he's sending the people that you're inviting into the country to your city. Come on, dude. Let's grow up. Everybody needs to grow the fuck up. Anyways. Yes. I hope y'all had fun. That's it. That's it for today. Follow me on Instagram, or actually not Instagram. I don't know. Follow me wherever. Actually, you know what? Don't do anything. I don't give a fuck. Take care of yourselves. Have a good rest of your day. Check out some more episodes. Tell somebody about the podcast, or don't. I don't care. Either way, I'm going to keep doing it because this is fun. Take care of yourselves. Say what up. Follow me on X, on Twitter, and send me an email if you want me to talk about something in specific. So yeah, that's one guaranteed way I'll see it. LordPettyPodcast@gmail.com. Deuces.